There are reports that the National Convention of the All Progressives Congress, scheduled for next week Saturday, may not hold. Although there is no formal announcement yet, but the Rise News understands some APC governors are making underground moves to shift the National Convention of the party by another 2 weeks. Many say the aim is to buy time to perfect their strategy to install a candidate of their choice as the next national chairman of the party. Pressure is reportedly mounting on state chairmen of the party to push for the shift agenda. Efforts to speak to the chairman of the caretaker committee, Mai Malabuni, on this latest development proved abortive. Well, for a clearer perspective on this development and other issues on the governing All Progressives Congress, I've now been joined by Honorable UCHE NWOLE, who is also a reverend and a former member of the House of Representatives from Imo State, and MUSTAPHA AUDU, former governorship aspirants from, in fact, candidates from KOGI State. Gentlemen, very warm welcome. Maybe I just may start with you, Honorable UCHE NWOLE. When you look at the back and forth in your party, the All Progressives Congress, it's like to be or not to be. What's your stand here?
Apparently, I must be very honest with you. In a true democracy, what they are showing us is inappropriate. It's not what we expect. You know, the Congress is for the people. It's not for any individual. It's not for anybody to hijack. It's not for anybody to dictate to another, because we're in a democratic setting. And democracy entails that the people must take charge of their affairs. You understand? And as we have been going backward and forth, it's going to affect our party. We're not the only party in the country. Absolutely. We are the ruling party, and the world is watching. The other parties are watching us. So we must lead by example. But by the way the things are going, if I don't support any shift in this Congress, because we've waited for too long for this, and everybody's prepared their minds, and each time we prepare, we want to come out to it, it is something that, you know, for them to say they want to, extend it again for another 2 weeks, I'm not in support of it at all.
But your governor, you know, dropped that hint, you know, about a week ago that, look, there's going to be a postponement and the rest. And I know in your state, APC, you speak with one voice.
Actually, as an individual and as a big party member, I have made my own position very, very clear. And my position still maintains that what we should do is for us to conduct the
against the leader of your party in your state.
No. I've expressed my opinion to them. I've expressed my opinion to my party in the state. This is a national party. Okay. It's not just a state party. It's not a state caucus. It's a national caucus that affects every individual, every nook and cranny of the country. So we must come with one voice and speak. It's not a situation where one or two persons will just on their own take decisions for others. Okay. It is something that we must agree, and then we'll move forward.
All right. I knew in your submissions you were always, you know, swinging to look at MUSTAPHA, and it looks as if this is the kind of rebellious shifts that former President Olusegun Obasanjo, you know, is calling for to situate Nigeria's leadership appropriately. What are your thoughts with, you know, if this Congress is postponed?
To be honest, first of all, I can tell you that I don't believe that they are going to move it. And the reason why is that they have assured Mr. President that they are going to do it on the 26th of February. Not only have they assured Mr. President during our reconciliatory meetings between us, the young people, and the leadership of the party, they assured us that February 26th is sacrosanct. Therefore, any shift in that will show dishonesty, will show that they do not have any regard for Mr. President, will show that they do not have any regard for the task at hand. And we all know, just like you mentioned, that some of these moves are mainly to foster their own, whoever their own candidate is on the party. But as young people, we will vehemently reject anybody that is too old for the job. We do not want any old person to come and change the dynamics of things. APC is already in enough problems as it is. We need to come together. We need to work hard. We need a leader that is vigorous, tech savvy, able to go around the country and face the challenges at hand. We need to convince a lot of young people. Mr. President is about to leave with 12 million votes. The only way to replace those votes are through young people. A lot of people have turned 18 in the last 4 years. Therefore, new sets of young people have come into the voting fray. In order to convince these people, they need to see faces that they can relate to. They need to see younger people represent them. Therefore, we want to see our leaders show us integrity right now, because as young people, we have to show the others following us integrity. And if they say February 26, then it should mean February 26, especially when you've been given 2 years. His Excellency Maimala Buni was the secretary of APC before this, and while he was secretary in 2018, World Congresses took place on May 2nd, local government congresses took place May 7th, state congresses took place May 12th, and on May 15th was National Convention. So in 12 days, about 12 days, they did it the last time round. Why is it taking 2 years? It clearly shows incompetence. There's no other way of presenting this than telling us that you don't have the capacity to do this. And us as young people, we've said it. It's very easy. We stand ready to conduct the convention. We were going to do it. That's why we broke into a faction. We were ready to conduct a convention. But to heal, to bring the APC together, to speak with one voice, we decided to listen to the voice of reason. Because everything that we had asked for, we asked for February, they told us they've given us February. We asked for 26th of February, they gave us 26th of February. We asked for a letter to be conducted to INEC, and they did that. So in good faith, we decided to listen and not go ahead with conducting our own convention, only to find out that they are not going to conduct a convention. Then what we are going to do is immediately come together. In fact, as young people, we're all coming together on Monday to take a position. We will be taking a position on our national chairman, and we will be taking a position on the convention. And should it be moved without proper consultation, without, perhaps if the entire CECPC is down with COVID, we can understand. But if there is no cogent reason, if there's no reason why they are moving it, if it's because of zoning, we already have a zoning formula out there. We've presented it to them. We've zoned it already. We've left it at North Central. End of story. Tough decisions need to be made. If they, as our leaders, cannot make these tough decisions, we stand ready to make these decisions, and we will submit our findings to Mr. President.
UCHE, yes, as an elder of the party, yes, it looks as if the battle line is really drawn. The youths really want to take over, either through, the Congress, legal means, or what you might tell me rebellious means. How healthy is this for the All Progressives Congress? It's like moving from one crisis to the other.
You see, we have an election here ahead. We have to manage ourselves well. And I believe in dialogue. And I know that the youths, the younger people, they have also extended their true party loyalty by the things they expressed, by the loyalty they've given to the leadership, and that loyalty should be respected. They said, for anybody to believe that you will let go an agreement that has been reached for something that the parties has come together to do, and a set of individuals will just go and by themselves without due consultations, I don't support that. I want us that before Monday, I believe that the elders will come together. We, the youth, will come together. Let us find a lasting solution to the situation on ground and make sure that the party is not divided, because a divided house can never stand. And I believe that Mr. President has a lot of stake. His stake is very high, and I know that whatever he wants is for the interest of the party, because he does not want to hand over the party to people that will run it aground. He wants people that are credible, people that are trustworthy, people that have integrity, that the people that will come on board are people that are trusted. But by the things that are happening today, how are you going to say that those people are trusted? Absolutely. It is just the only disappointing aspect.
The question here is the party leaders are trying to reach for a consensus candidate. Is that healthy for eternal democracy?
To be honest, right, the Constitution, if we are loyal party men, our Constitution does stipulate consensus. But what is the meaning of consensus? Consensus is different from imposition.
That is
If you're reaching a consensus, you must reach a consensus with the candidates that have shown us who they are. As young people, we have gone around and interacted with all the candidates out there. We have even streamlined it to 3 candidates because they have 3 aspirants, sorry. They have shown us that they have the capacity to lead the party. They have shown us that they have the ability to integrate young people into the system. As young people, we have a demand. We have asked for all the deputy and vice positions in the NWC. It's a must. And these candidates these aspirants have agreed to it. We don't want them bringing an aspirant
Isn't
from
that
the shadow.
in position too?
It is.
You're saying that it's a must that youth must be given this
No,
position.
there must be inclusion. We are not saying pick a youth and give the youth. Allow young people to jostle
let
for
me
the
speak
position.
for the women too. Are you insisting on that too?
Absolutely, they are included in fact, the position, every position we ask for is 45 years or younger, 45 years and younger, or woman. It doesn't matter how old you are, but just a woman. So that is what we want. We don't want a ship, just like Honorable said, we don't want a ship that cannot sail when Mr. President is gone. We don't want a situation where the elders are far separated from the youth. We're operating in silos, they're operating in silos. We don't want any of this. We want proper integration. The only way we can integrate properly into the system is by deputizing our leaders. Let us learn firsthand. Let us actually do the work. We are prepared to do the work. It's unfortunate that in every field out there, you have the best young people, entertainment, fintech, medical sciences. You have but in leadership and in politics, you have the worst set of young people. They only take young people who are loyal rather than young people who can perform. Now we want credible young people infused in the system. This is sacrosanct. We are not shifting ground, and these aspirants have shown that they understand the yearnings of Nigeria and the yearnings of young people. We make up over 70% of the population, and yet we make up less than 5% of the leadership position. It doesn't make any sense.
Strong and very bold talk there from MUSTAPHA. Very quickly, UCHE, what are the consequences of not holding the primaries on the 26th of February?
Well, I have said it earlier. When a decision has been reached unanimously, it is supposed to be respected by all parties concerned. It is not healthy in any agreement that you have held with someone for you to just go out on your own and begin to dictate to the partner in the agreement. It is unlawful. And I know that as far as we are party men, we are supposed to carry everybody along. We must carry the youths, like the honorable gentleman has spoken. We must carry the youths along because the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. If we abandon the youths and these old men, they fizzle out, and then what happens to the leadership? What happens to the country? The ship will run aground. So it is important that these youths must be embraced, and wise counsel must be used when we are talking or discussing with the youths. It is not by enforcing anything on anybody, because democracy, the tenets of democracy must be respected.
It's give and take. Thank you so very much, gentlemen. From my immediate left, Honorable Dr. UCHE NWOLE is a former member of the House of Representatives, and MUSTAPHA AUDU Prince, is a former governorship aspirant in KOGI State. I'm sure come 2023 you'll still be looking at that or eyeing that seat.